Welcome to the Woolly Closet. I'm Gwen and you can find me everywhere under the same username on Ravelry, on Instagram, on Threads, you name it. I am there under the Woolly Closet. I'm from the Netherlands, where I live with my 11-year-old daughter and my husband and my 2 little budgies. Today is the 24th of April and it's episode number 13. I have 2, 3, 4 finished objects, including this one. I'm so happy it's done. This is the Tepliy sweater by Olga Putano. I did it as a test knit, which required me to make the body and half a sleeve. I did make the deadline, but then I put it aside because it took up all my knitting time for a few weeks and I was just a little over it. But I recently finished the last sleeve. I made this with Newton, held with a strand of Dropskid silk mohair. One single strand of Newton, by the way, in live. And silk mohair was called North Sea, which makes this lovely green, muddly color. I love it. It's been very cold here again. Spring has gone, so it's little below 0 at night even. So yeah, I need this during the day to keep warm. Of course, I have also finished little Henrietta. You can see her here sitting on her perch. Henrietta is a pattern called Hen by Claire Garland. There are some modifications in the pattern you can also try out, which is what I did. I like my hen to be a little bigger, so I used double-stranded drops Nepal, and you use a 7mm needle for that. For the life of me, I can't remember the American term for it, but I'll put it in the screen somewhere if I can find it. So then you use smaller needles only for the head and the waddle, comb, red bits, and you use the big needles for the rest of the body. As you can see, she doesn't have any legs because I did buy her some legs, but they don't fit because I forgot I was making the bigger hen and then I need bigger legs. But my daughter said, well, she can just sit there in her little basket and it'll be like she has tucked under her little feet. So I thought she was right. Here's a little close up. I used pliers to put in the eyes because I just couldn't get that little ring to fit over it. But I think her face is nicely done. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. You use a 2.25mm needle for that, which is US 1, so it's very fiddly, especially after working with that big needle for the body. Of course, I didn't have enough of the mustard, so I had to strand in some white and some sand beige color bit. Yeah, I really like her. So this is my emotional support chicken. I like this one a little better than the other one because it's more lifelike. Unpopular opinion, I guess. But anyway, she's happy. Henrietta's here. Maybe I'll make her Hannela one friend one day too. Who knows? But not now. So you can sit right there. The other finished object well, it already was a finished object, and then I decided it needed some length because I wore my Koivua pet dress. Words today. Today is a hard day. I wore my Koivua sweater over my dresses, but I tend to wear jeans more now. And previously the cutoff was right here, so I added some length to it. I finished the chart from the pattern, which gives it a little more texture. I'll try and show it, which is this. It's supposed to be a flower, but I don't think you can really tell. Maybe in time, like with this part. I didn't see it before, now I do, but no, we'll see. And then I added a longer split hem, which you can see right here. I'll try and make a little video and edit it in right here. So yes, I am very happy with this one too. I can wear it over my jeans, which was exactly what I wanted. So this is the third finished object. Well, that was all the knitting finished objects. I also have a spinning finished object. Well, partial. I finished my Corriedale fiber, what do you call these? Braids? Well, it wasn't a braid, it was just a long tube. I don't know. Fiber, anyway. Which was Corriedale by Verve, which is a Dutch local yarn, well, not very local, but a Dutch yarn dyer. It's a mustardy greenish color, and I am going to ply this as soon as I have some time with this one, which I finished a little while ago. You may have seen this one and if you watched the previous episode. So I think together this will look great. I will ply them together. I really like to spin. Wednesday is usually my spinning day, but we have new neighbors who are very kind, but they bought the house from a little old lady. Literally, she was 92, I think, at the end. She didn't die, she just went to a home because she couldn't take care of herself that well anymore. So they bought the house, but they're gutting it right now, which was very much needed. So I asked my neighbor yesterday when I would get the opportunity to make a little video, and he said, well, tomorrow there won't be anyone here. Which is very lovely because yesterday was insane with all the drilling and hammering and banging, and I was so tired yesterday from just noise. There was well, I cleaned my house yesterday, but not a lot going on, but I was so tired. So I'm very happy with the peace and quiet we get today. So when I'm done filming this video, I will probably try and do some spinning. Which I will talk about a bit more about later because I bought something nice. You might be able to see it. Okay, works in progress. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a little reel yesterday. I hate reels, so anyway, we all want to keep our engagement up on Instagram, so I guess I have to sometimes. I am making huge granny squares, and no, this is not going to be a blanket. I have 3 now finished, and they're all different using the same colors, and I'm working on number 4, and I need 2 more after this. I can't go too much into detail. These are, I'll explain later. These are all made with scrap yarn I have. Hang on. I have this, well, this is half of it. The rest is on my little couch where I work on it. I have this little bag with Cotton Light and Drops Fable. No, don't Drops Fable. Drops Cotton Light and Drops Bell from my baby blanket making days. As you can see, I used to order from Wool Warehouse a lot before Brexit. Now it's just not economically wise to do that because of the taxes and such. But I still have these gauze bags, which are lovely to keep the vermin out. This is probably 6 to 8 years old. Well, with some newer additions. But yeah, I'm trying to get rid of all my scrap yarn, leftover yarns I hardly use. So I was inspired by someone named Kaydito on Instagram. I believe she's Turkish. And she makes these wonderful, gorgeous crochet bags. She doesn't have a pattern. A lot of people have asked for a pattern. Maybe she will someday, maybe she won't. But crochet doesn't have that many secrets for me, so I decided to try and recreate it. I am not going to write a pattern for it. It's just for me and for personal use only. I'm going to try and make a project bag. I ordered a bag closure. I will have to try and fit this in. I only have pictures from her feed that I used to try and see what she did. I think I have it figured out, but yeah, this is quite exciting and to see if I can make it work. I really love it. It's called a Poppins bag, which is a very appropriate name. It was the first thing I thought of when I saw the finished bag she made, and she asked what would I call it, and I thought, oh, that's a really nice Mary Poppins-like bag. I love the Mary Poppins movie. I always watched it when I was at my grandmother's house on VHS tape, if you know what that is. And I always loved that carpet bag she had where she pull out the plants and the mirror, and this is a little bit similar like it. I have a lovely William Morris like green leaves fabric for it, for the lining, which will be the most difficult part, I think, because my sewing skills are not very good. Well, I'm enjoying myself now with this. I have no sweaters on the go at the moment. I am a little tired of sweater making. I think it's because of this one, but I'm sure I will get back into it. I know there are 2 test knits coming up, but I don't know when. Might be next month, might be in 3 months time. I have some yarn for it. We will see when that happens. Or I also want to cast on a summer top for myself, but I'm not in the mood right now, so we'll see when that happens. Maybe when it's really hot outside and I need something to knit on, then I'll probably get out the cotton yarn I have for that laying around. I am crocheting this on a 4mm G hook, by the way, in case you wanted to know. So the other work in progress, well, I have added several squares to this. It's now back on hold again because I'm working on the crochet squares and I'm enjoying myself very much. So knitting is a bit on the back burner at the moment. I added some squares to my big Mitered square blanket. I am using all scrap yarn for this, but this is acrylics. Stylecraft Special Decay mostly, and some Papatia Batik. Yeah, I just grab what I feel like and then I add it to the blanket. It's quite big now. I think I need 3 more rows and then it'll be wide enough for a bed, This will probably go to my little niece. She is 3 now. I don't think I got it done before her birthday, but doesn't matter. They'll be happy with it anyway. I really like this low contrast one too, by the way. It's my favorite at the moment. This is a pattern by Louise Tilbrook and it's free on her blog. You can also get a paid for one without all the advertising and such. But I just read the blog and wrote down what I needed and then I was off. So it's very easy. Okay, I feel like I'm rushing through this, but then again, when you do a podcast, you usually need to be a little bit inspired to do so. And I wasn't today because I'm tired because of all the remodeling next door. But this is the only window of opportunity I have. So I think this will be a short one. Maybe, who knows. Anyway, acquisitions. I only have one. I had spun up the Corriedale from Wool met Verve. And Andrea Mowry from Drea Renee Knits. She has a 100 days of long draw challenge going on Instagram. And a spin it to knit it challenge, knit along. And I am, I think, participating in both. I am double dipping, as they call it. For now, I may not even finish a garment. We'll see. But my intention is to spin all this up for a traveler something. I haven't decided yet. But you need a fiber with a long staple to do a long draw. So I am currently into Corriedale. This is Corriedale fiber from Elk Market Yarn, which is Lotta Lothgren. I hope I'm not butchering her name. I did an interview with her once with Marie Renier, Lotta Lothgren, and her tester for La Bien Aimée. And we had a conversation with Julia and with Amy from La Bien Aimée. You can find it on La Bien Aimé's page. It's one of the interviews for, what was it called? No, it was for neons and neutrals. I tested a hat for Marie Renier called Strié, I think. Strié. What am I saying? No, Stries hat. I made it for my husband. I'll link the video. It's really nice. You can see my very first YouTube debut there. And I was invited on La Bien Aimé's podcast for that, and that was really nice. And I met, well, not really, because I spoke. No, not even that. I listened to Lotta explain about her design and for the book, and she showed us her new fiber dye space shop, I think. But she recently decided to dye up yarns, fibers, because she already did yarns. And I really liked her fibers. Of course, the ones I really wanted were already sold out, but I really love this one too. It's called Radioactive Fawn from Sagen. And it's got radioactive green in it. And a lovely brownish and pink. I see yellows. I think it's really pretty. I really love the logo too. Sagen, I think you pronounce it. I hope so. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah. And I really want to try and spin this. I have two, because I also have two of these mustardy yellows. And then we will see what we can do with this. And I'm just having fun. Trying to learn myself how to spin. All right. I think I have covered everything I wanted to tell you. There will be a 2-week holiday here, so I won't probably film anytime soon. Then I figured out I usually film a video every 3 weeks, so I'm hoping to film again after the holiday. We're not really going anywhere, we're just gonna do fun stuff. I think this Friday there will be a theatre show. My husband and a friend of us will attend, and I'll be dropping off our daughter at my parents for the night, so we can have we can have a lovely dinner beforehand and do some nice things maybe after, and then it will be holidays, and then hopefully the weather will be better. They're saying right now it will be better, but I'm more of a let's see first kind of girl before I get my hopes up. Yes. Okay, well, I think I've covered it all. Maybe next time I'll have some more to tell you, something more to show you, hopefully some knitting. I really want to pick up with my hexagon colorwork knitting blankets again, but you need to have a little bit of brain space and peace and quiet for that, which I don't have at the moment. So easy crochet for now. That's it. See you next time. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my little YouTube channel. And bye. See you.